Hi folks, Aaron here from Aaron's Practical Reviews. I want to go over 3 fairly simple techniques that aren't exactly obvious for people who are just starting out with photography. So first off, I want to talk about manual focusing and show you some very simple techniques on manual focusing for this. So to activate this style of focusing, just switch the lens to manual mode. All lenses will have the AF, autofocus, manual focus. So just switch that to manual focus. Once you've selected manual focus on the lens, now you can select this little icon right here. It'll pull up this little box. With that box, you're going to move it to what you want to focus on. So here, we want to focus on this flower right in the center. Hopefully you can hear me over the lawnmowers. So we're going to zoom in again, and now we're going to fine tune that focus to where it is precisely on exactly what you want right there. What we've done there is we've eliminated the guesswork. I mean, yeah, when you touch focus to take the pictures, or when you look through the viewfinder, you're getting pretty close. This way you are nailing and pinpointing exactly what you want to be focused on, and it can make it razor sharp. So there are definitely advantages to this versus letting the camera autofocus for you in this type of shooting. Now obviously I'm not going to take this run and gun and try to follow my kids around autofocusing. That would be insane, and you'd have to be extremely talented to do that. But this style right here is excellent for this type of photography, landscape photography, anything where you can put the camera down and really fine-tune your focus on a still subject. This is excellent. And it's also great for, like I said before, lenses that do not have autofocus built in. Some of the third-party lenses that you'll find won't have autofocus, so you'll have to do it this way. Just a very simple technique for manual focusing. Also, a couple camera settings for portrait photography.
There's a lot of different ways you can do this, but this is what I prefer. I like to go to AV mode on the dial up top here. That's going to let you control the aperture. Okay, now I've got the 50mm f1.8 on, and I'm going to keep it at f1.8. Okay, so if you want to change that, you can just spin the dial here. It makes it really simple, and it's going to automatically adjust for exposure, so you don't have to mess with the shutter speed or the ISO. It's going to take care of that for you. That's the beauty of the AV mode. For shooting mode, now you could use high-speed continuous, but I'm not going to use that right now. I may use that at some point during this shoot, but not right now. So that's basically it. We're going to use, for metering, center weighted average. So that's the basic setup we're going to start with. Now, as far as in the viewfinder, if you come up here and push this guy, now I'm not going to use the auto select. I'm going to use this here, manual select the autofocus point if I'm using the viewfinder, and I'm going to put this point, hold on, let me get it back up. I'm going to put that point on their eye. So for example, when I'm shooting my daughter, she comes up here, I'm probably going to put it right there. I'm going to tip the camera in portrait mode, and I'm going to use that focus point right there to be on her eye, and that should be some pretty good composition for the shot. Now the other thing I really like to use when I'm shooting portraits is the live view mode, which is right here. Hit that, and now when this is in live view mode, if you tilt it up into portrait mode one way or the other, and you have this on right here, the autofocus method, the face and tracking, if you have that set, it will find their face, which I will show you here. It'll find the face and let you take pictures that way. So let's get started here. Hi guys, this is my daughter Sydney, and yeah, you like our makeshift backdrop there?
That's a good.
That's a sheet, yes. Okay.
A pretty background.
Yeah, sure, it's not.
It's actually a wall.
I know. Come here, sit down, honey. Let's do this. Okay, I'll just sit. Perfect. Stay right there. Okay, normal. There you go. Beautiful, honey. Thank you.
I did this because I needed a blanket lay down.
You can blink. All right, here.
Just a couple more. Okay. Okay, now one of the tricks here is when you have it set up, right here, now I have that, like I said, I had that set on the eye. Once it locks in place in the viewfinder, I can readjust that. You find the spot, then you recompose the shot after you lock on. So, okay, sit tight. Perfect. So right here, I'm locking on her eye. I'm going to come up a touch and recompose. And what that does is that should keep the focus on her eye still. Thank you. All right. So now we're going to do a couple in live view. Okay. Now here's live view mode. Beautiful. Almost done, honey. Thank you. My kids hate this because I take so many pictures practicing. It's going to find her face and lock on. Stay still. Thank you, honey. You're doing a great job.
Just kidding.
All right, now stay totally still. All right, nice. Let's get a couple more here. So now we're going to go to high-speed continuous. All right, now put your bangs down. And not like this. Yeah, put one down. What the heck? There you go. All right, now smile. There you go. So
That's what I'm telling you to do.
there's some high-speed
All
continuous.
around.
All right.
Like this, it's like a...
There you go. So it just took all those shots in high-speed continuous right there.
Just get your foot in the door on that. These are just basically some fundamental techniques for just that you'll probably, if you're going to get into portrait photography, things that you will start to use more and more, these techniques, and it makes it very simple and very fun to get into portrait photography. Okay, and lastly, I want to get into kind of like nature/sports photography, where you're trying to track something that's moving fairly quickly, and the settings that you're going to need to change to successfully track that and keep it somewhat in focus the best you can. Oh, what's this? We got something big in the distance coming. What is it? Is that an osprey? Well, son of a gun. I don't know. Figures, I don't have... Ooh, it's coming right at us. Come on, what is it? So the way we're going to set up continuous auto mode is first we're going to go to the on, which is the camera mode. Then we're going to go to the P on the dial. So if you're in auto mode, switch it up top here to the P on the dial. Next, we're going to come down here, and there's two ways you can go about changing this. We're going to start here on this. This is the T7i. There is this little button right here, and that is where you will change it from the single shooting to high-speed continuous. Just said okay. We're going to change the autofocus method, which we're going to go from one shot, which is your standard setting, to AI servo. What that's going to do is keep it continually focusing as you have pressed the shutter. Is change this, which is the autofocus selection zone. Typically it's there. Cluster right here, the center 9. I just like to try to keep the birds that we're going to be shooting in there. And as you hear there, it's going to take all those shots. Okay, so now I'm set up here with the AI servo high-speed continuous, and I have it centered. The focal points are in the center, the little cluster in the center. I'm out here where I might be able to find some birds, and the goal here is with the T7i, and this is the 55 to 250, nothing fancy here. Okay, I'm not using the 150 to 600. This is a very inexpensive lens, entry-level camera, and I'm gonna be an osprey. It's driving. right, so that's, wow. But yeah, so that's it. This is 3 techniques that are extremely useful out of the box with your camera that you should be able to get to fairly quickly. And other than really needing the 50mm f1.8 for your portraits, these are all things that you could practice very easily with the kit lens. This is stuff that I spent a lot of time learning over the years, and these are just the basic steps to get you into that style of shooting. But once you start using these techniques, you'll be able to fine tune them to what fits your needs best based on exactly what you're doing. And you'll see that this at its fundamental core, these are the basic steps to start at those types of photography. So that's it. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I just want to get that out there. The nicer weather's coming up. I'm going to get out, start getting some photos, hopefully of something new once everything starts opening, and I'll maybe share them. I don't know. I will see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. If you like this, give me a like, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.